Well, howdy folks, and welcome back to your home port. USS Black was a Fletcher Class destroyer of the U.S. Navy. It was launched in 1943, and she was named for Lieutenant Commander Hugh, no relation, D. Black, who was killed in action during the sinking of his ship, Jacob Jones, in February of 1942. USS Black had a long and active career, being commissioned into the United States Navy on the 21st of May, 1943, and decommissioned September 26, 1969, receiving 6 battle stars for her service in World War II and 2 battle stars for service in the Korean War. Here in World of Warships, she lives on as a Tier IX premium destroyer closely related to the USS Fletcher, a Tier IX destroyer in the United States tech tree, and will be awarded to players as a prize for achieving Rank 1 across 5 separate seasons of ranked battles. I did say closely related to the Fletcher, as she is a Fletcher class ship, but there are important differences that gives USS Black some small advantages over her tech tree cousin. Starting with the artillery, USS Black has a faster turret rotation speed of 4.9 seconds versus 5.3 seconds to rotate the turrets 180 degrees. All other specs in this category are the same. Other differences show up in the torpedo armament. USS Black has a higher max damage per torpedo, 21,600 hit points versus 19,033, and a greater range of 11 kilometers versus 10.5 kilometers, faster reload of 96 seconds versus 106, and a torpedo detectability range of only 0.91 kilometer versus 1.4 kilometers for the Fletcher. Torpedo speed is a very significant difference, with Black's torpedoes only doing 48 knots versus Fletcher's 66 knot drag racers. The Black's top speed is 1.5 knots slower than the Fletcher at 35 knots, and when it comes to armor, they are identical, except for the Citadel deck on the Black being 19 millimeters thick versus the Fletcher's 13 millimeters. How stealthy is the USS Black? Well, it's got a 4 kilometer detectability range by air, same as the Fletcher, and a surface detection range of 7.2 kilometers, only slightly better than the Fletcher's 7.4 kilometers. Now, I've heard a lot of talk about USS Black being OP, but I looked over the specs of other Tier IX destroyers to see how it stacked up, and where USS Black outshines its competition, it doesn't outshine its closest competitor by such a degree as to warrant calling this ship OP. It is very powerful, and in the hands of a skilled destroyer captain, it will likely be extremely effective. But the same captain would likely do well working with any of the other 3 Tier IX destroyers, all things being equal. But, as so many other things in life, things are not all equal here. USS Black has access to radar, and this is a game changer in the hands of a skilled player. It is the only destroyer in the game that has access to radar, and this presents all kinds of possibilities for gameplay that other destroyers just can't compete with. So while I hesitate to call USS Black OP on its own, I fully acknowledge that radar in combination with its other strengths will give a skilled captain some very strong advantages. For this ship, I recommend the main armament modification 1 to give the fighting modules a better chance of surviving damage. AA gun modification 2, increase your AA firing range by 20%, and that's substantial. Gunfire control system modification 2, I recommend for a 16% increase in the range of the main armament. That translates into a new maximum range of almost 15 kilometers. I mean, some cruisers don't have that kind of range. When Black fires her gun, she can be detected 11 kilometers away on the surface, which still leaves a decent buffer for shooting undetected. Propulsion modification 1 for a 20% reduction in the risk of engines becoming incapacitated and 20% reduction in engine repair time if they do become incapacitated. An immobile destroyer is most likely a dead destroyer, so let's mitigate that risk as best we can. Damage control system modification 2 for a 15% increase in the time to repair flooding or put out any fires that have started. Target acquisition system modification 1 for a serious increase in the range at which you detect ships and torpedoes. For consumables, I make sure I've got the damage repair and the smoke and the radar especially loaded up here. Now folks, it is important to note that Wargaming still considers the USS Black to be a work in progress, so the stats that I have spoken about here could change before it is finally released to the public. So, radar is done, smoke is done. We're on cooldown for both of those. We can't very well be effective staying here in this position anymore. Smoke is still in good shape though, so our compadres are hiding behind it and blasting away at all these other guys in front who have been spotted with impunity. But us not being able to be effective here, we're going to change our position. We've still got the island between us and most everyone. There's a small gap here, but a couple more islands, another smoke screen. We're not going to be detected, so we can mosey on out of here and put some distance between us and that island to find a new place to be. Our own smokescreen is probably dissipating out pretty quick here. It's been up for a bit. And there's a rune. We've got the British cruiser in there in our smokescreen. I'm not sure if we want to go this way. Oh, our smokescreen's going away. Like right now. And oh, there we go. So the British cruiser's putting out his own smokescreen, so that'll be good for them for a little bit. But I think there's no opportunities over there. We're going to head this way. See an enemy cruiser. Oh yeah. See if we can drop a few rounds on him. And get one more shot in here. Those are looking a little short maybe. Okay. He's not shooting at us because we're undetected at the moment. I see a Missouri dead ahead. I think we're going to head that way. Oh, torpedoes. Oh, that poor Rune. He took one. That is unfortunate. But he's still, at least half his hit points. He'll be all right for the time being. Okay, yes, there's our Missouri. I'm going to go over here and sneak down the western side of the map with him and see if we can get flanking positions on those enemies who are further south. Hopefully they won't pick us up too soon. But by the time we get over in that area, I should have my consumables off of cooldown, and I'll be able to deploy the smoke screen to cover him and anyone who comes with us, and then move forward again and pop some radar. Now, incidentally, this whole tactic on how I'm playing the Black right now came from Little White Mouse. You guys might know her from her written reviews that are always on the forums and Reddit. And when I was talking to her about it, she suggested that this was something that she had done her own self. I thought, well, okay, I'll try a game and see if I can duplicate that tactic, because it's quite effective, and so far we've been fairly successful with that. We'll see what we can do down here. I'm not sure if we'll be able to employ the same things. The thing about this is not it's not really going to end up with us getting a whole ton of damage points and things out, but we are assisting our compadres who have much bigger guns, and we're going to help them stay alive and keep their guns blasting, and see if that will not help us win the day as a team. Okay, now our compadre in the Missouri here, he's lined up. Ooh, a couple cruisers he's picked up. We are moving here as fast as we can to get past him. When we get past him a little ways, we'll dump our smoke screen out so that he can be hidden, and then we'll go forward even further and pop our radar to make sure these guys stay illuminated. Alright, we are moments away from doing just that. All those things we said. And where are we at here now? Well, we are still up 2 ships, which is nice. Okay, smoke is out. These 2 guys are definitely well within range of the Missouri. Almost half of his range. Again, they could go. Okay, smoking out. And when this is done, we're going to circle back around and then head through the smoke screen, head out of it. So remain some cover. We'll drop a few rounds on those guys too. What the heck? Okay, that is looking like, yep, smoke screen set. Spinorama here. Get turned around and then we'll dash out through the smoke screen. Get up to that island up there again. That looks like a great one. Get up there and pop that radar and keep some people in front of us illuminated for the Missouri here. Hopefully some friends come around behind us, and so they can keep blasting. Actually, our radar will help anybody within range to be able to see what we're picking up, so that's all good. It's not just the Missouri here will benefit. Okay, yep, there's a guy in and twinkling in and out. Okay, we're gonna rip forward here as fast as we can and get this done. Oh, torpedoes. Oh, I hope that's enough notice for the Missouri. He won't have much speed up for maneuver. That's really a shame. Hopefully he is not going to take too much damage out of that. That's a bummer. Okay, getting up here. Radar is out. This guy over here in the smoke screen will be losing his spots too, but the radar is definitely going to help out here. Oh, yeah. People are taking these other guys apart. It's looking pretty good at the moment. Well, they've evened up the ship score. 3 ships apiece. We're going to keep pushing forward here. Okay. Well, hopefully we've given out. Radar goes out, so these guys go out too. So we've got to push up further and respot these guys. Could have waited, I suppose, actually, and I should have, until I got down further here. I didn't quite know what I'd run into, so I wanted to pop it a little earlier. Didn't know if there's anybody else hidden up there. Okay, throw some torpedoes out. Get a little of a crossfire going there. And stay out, well, basically in harm's way to keep these guys lit up. But we've got maneuverability on our side. We're going to use it and dump some shots here too. They seem to be otherwise occupied. Also very good for us. And our guys behind us. Oh, here comes the British cruisers coming around to join the Missouri. That's good. They can all start pumping shots out at these people. Missouri is breaking out of the smoke because he's just too far back. Probably wants to blow his own radar out there so that he can assure his acquisition of these targets. But right now they're spotted well. He might not need to bomb his radar. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Looking good. Ooh, we are down a couple ships here. Oh, just one. Down one. Not too bad. The enemy team has taken the lead in hit points by a fairly good margin. At least 70. Alright, we're going to zoom up here. Get up in front of the Missouri. Oh, looks like those are our torpedoes still fanning. Oh, they cover quite a distance. The wall of skill, as it were. Okay, so we're blasting forward here. Reacquire some of these targets, and the Missouri can bring those big guns out again. Yeah, everybody is moving this way. Our torpedoes hit absolutely nothing. That is unfortunate. Obviously, the enemy team is paying attention. Okay. Battleship over there. Sure, I guess we're going to have to go a little bit farther. I wish we had more charges. We have to get that captain skill on here so we could have 3 charges instead. Okay, here we go. German cruiser. Oh yes, more torpedoes. So we know there's someone over us. Oh my god, this is going to be close. Swing the other way. Holy crap. That probably scratched the paint on the way by. God, I hope that those guys behind me can dodge. They've got steam up now, so they're able to maneuver better. Should be alright. Hey, there's a hit. Ooh, there's a few hits, in fact. Let's keep putting some out there. And, oh, a little too far. Not too bad. Throw some more out at that guy. Oh, fire. We like the fires. Didn't pick anyone up in front of us just at this point. Yeah, another hit. Now this guy's going to be in big trouble. The Missouri's going to start opening up on him, as is the British ship here. Just throwing out a smoke screen. That's good for those guys. I want to try and keep them spotted. Swing around here and get out of the way of this other cruiser. He'll stay spotted for a bit. If the Missouri, in fact, may have popped his radar by now, but I can't see from here whether he's still in the smoke screen or not. Oh, it doesn't matter. That guy is long gone. And now we've got another one, another British cruiser over here. Dropping some pops at him. He's let loose a ton of torpedoes at our guys, but they have... ooh, Missouri. My goodness. That wasn't too bad, though. It was looking close. Missouri's bamming out some shots at that guy. And we are going to push forward out of the smoke screen. Make sure these guys stay spotted. Yeah, he's gone dark on us. See what we can do. Moving, moving, moving. Nobody close enough to spot him just at the moment. Oh, a few more torpedoes coming out of that guy. I've spotted them now, so our compadres should be able to see them as well. Here we go. Well lit up. He's behind a smoke screen. See if we can keep dropping some shots upon him. Ooh, those were quite close. He got out of the way just in time. A nice swing to starboard there. Moved his back end over out of the way. There we go. There's a couple hits. Send a few more his way. He's really low on hit points. I don't anticipate him surviving this encounter for too much longer. Looks like we pulled the ship score back a bit here. We're still down 120 ticket points, though. Got to pull that back or get these guys killed. They've got 2 of the caps, and that's a big deal. Here comes another destroyer. We're going to have to start spending some time shooting at him now. Ooh, we got a couple rounds into that guy over there. Hopefully this guy is not too accurate. Oh, yeah, okay. That hurt a little bit, gotta say. But keep the maneuver on here. Oh, we disabled his steering gears. Oh, he hit us again. Trading a few shots with that guy. So we can do there, drop a few out on that cruiser. Looks like more big guns going in. Oh, and he is out. That's good. One more down. So we are now ahead on the ship score, and we are catching up on the damage tickets. So that's awesome. I'm going to take their smoke screen. They were kind enough to lay out here. And utilize it. That'll get us around this island. Maybe to a point where we can, get some shots without being seen. Of course, we can't really see much over there. We're going to have to pop out. I think that smoke screen is dissipating rapidly anyway. All well and good. All right. Torpedoes away. Oh, they're fast enough. They'll clear the British ship beside me, no problem. Yeah. You're probably thinking, what an idiot you are. Not to worry, dude. It's all under control. Okay. This cruiser down here, he is still low on the health. That is excellent. Not much more will it take. There's two of them. They got two cruiser, a battleship, and a destroyer. That battleship is under serious fire off on our port side there. Ooh, just about avoided all those. Okay, we've lost that guy. Get up here and reacquire him as a target. The battleship is gone. Isn't that nice? Goodbye, North Carolina. Okay, got to pick up this cruiser again. So our guys can keep blasting him. He's out behind this island somewhere. We will pick him up soon, or somebody else will. Looks like we're kind of in the lead, though. It's going to be us. There, he's fired his guns and illuminated his own self. Yep. I guess, and what are you going to do? If I was him, I might have waited till I joined up with my destroyer, if that would have been possible. Alright, we've lost him again. Now we've reacquired. Here we go. Now we can start dropping some shells on him, but I see his turrets on the rear kind of pointed this way. I'm going to let some torps go in both directions on this guy. There we go. Let's see if we can get some more shots. He's returning fire at us. Ooh, right in the top of the smokestacks, you dirty guy. Not too bad, though. Minor damage. We still got about 2/3 of our damage, I would say, left to go. A couple shots. Dang it, had AP loaded. Alright, oh, some another light damage on us. Looks like an AA gun out. Not to worry in this round. Not much AA. That's necessary here. Yeah, keep popping a few shots off. Changing our direction. Ooh, another light hit. Not a big deal. There we go. Couple hits on him. It'd be nice to start some fires. They're the gift that keep on giving, but... Oh, another hit there. Oh, steering gear incapacitated. Hit the repair button. Still, it didn't take that much hit points off us. We're still pretty healthy. But, I mean, that could all change in an instant. Not from that guy, though. He's gone. Okay, and we are capping B. That's good. We are now ahead on the tickets and definitely on the ship score. So I'm feeling pretty confident about the end of this match. Yep, burn, baby, burn. If you were closer, I'd sail over your bubbles. Okay. Nobody around us. That is fine and dandy, but there's some torpedoes over there. Obviously, the destroyer is out behind that island. We're going to have to get over there if we want any more damage out. We haven't done a lot of damage, as I said before. We were supporting our larger shipmates with smoke and radars and kind of spotting for them. And it doesn't generate a lot of damage on our own score, but it certainly does help the team out. Okay. Moving on up. Going to cap B out pretty quick here. Yep, there goes B. Still don't have that destroyer down there. He is. We might get a shot or two off here. Oh no, he's behind the island. That's okay. There we go. Hey, that's the match, guys. Let's check those stats out. Oh, now our first stat screen reveals 138,000 credit gross. Really not too bad for only doing 7,590 points of damage. And as I said during the match, our point in this one was to support our other brethren ships there. And not really out here dashing around looking for the most aggressive play possible, or testing some theories with the radar and the smoke and that sort of stuff. So this is kind of what came out of that. Still not too bad. Defended the cap 3 times, assisted in the capture of 1, and the incapacitation. Yeah, that was that other destroyer. Dumped his engines, I think, and we set one guy on fire. I think that was the Rune. Now, when we look at the detail report here, this is where the interesting stuff comes in. Damage upon your spotting here in the middle of the screen. 48,919 points. So that is definitely us spotting other ships, but also with the radar. Now, we spot them, the radar, everybody starts doing damage to them. You know, we get a cut of that. And that's one of the reasons we got 130-something thousand credits for doing such a minuscule amount of actual physical damage. Now, a quick look at the credits and XP tab, kind of give you an idea of what it costs to run around in this ship. How much damage do we take? About half of our hit points, roughly speaking. You can see here under spent, it still cost us 60,000 to service the ship. It's a fair amount of money. Ammunition resupply, 22,660. We didn't fire all that much ammunition, but it starts to add up quickly because you can pump out the rounds with this thing. So if you were blazing away all match, you probably have a very high ammunition bill. Just keep that one in mind. Well, folks, there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. If you really enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments. As well, be sure to visit my social media pages, both on Facebook and Twitter. This is where I post info that, well, not belonging in a video, it's worth taking a look at. Links to all things in the video description. Alright folks, thanks very much for stopping by and watching. I'll catch you next time.